most civilized people are out of touch with reality because they confuse the world as it is with the world as they think about it, and talk about it, and describe it. Now, of course, reality, from a philosopher's point of view, is a dangerous word. A philosopher will ask me, what do I mean by reality? Am I talking about the physical world of nature? Or am I talking about a spiritual world? Or what? And to that I have a very simple answer. When we talk about the material world, that is actually a philosophical concept. So in the same way, if I say that reality is spiritual, that's also a philosophical concept. And reality itself is not a concept. Reality is and we won't give it a name.
It's Droogie. And we won't give it a name. We give it a 40-month resub, my son, my boy. And we won't give it a name. 74 left. 74 left. I can't stop. Well, how did he do that? So good. How did he do, like, not how did he do it, because it's simple. God damn it. I'm actually going to type, God damn it, Blade Runner. Posted them, we missed you bullshit. Hit it. You know what? I didn't actually check to see if they did leave it outside my door. Oh my god. Who did the homework? Who did the homework? The homework yesterday was to find out what I need to do next. Imagine if we were playing Wild Nut. No, we wouldn't. We would not be able to roleplay. We'd be removed from the server. People would walk into the gun store and be like, I want to get a gun. I'm the baddest, most unbelievably unbelievable motherfucker in the entire West. Like none other than you've ever seen before. I'm exactly the same as every other character. You're never gonna see a bad man like you ain't seen me, but I don't have a gun because I didn't bring one with me and I don't have any money. Do you know if I can get a basic cattleman for free? And we'd go like this, me and Biz. We'd look at each other in character and go, and he'd be like, what's going on? You've never seen a bad man like you met me before. There are 3 characters on Wild RP, you know. All you can do is waste time. Alright, fine, I'll kick the door in for Shazio. But let me tell you something, Shazio. If this game didn't fuck me over this hard right now, I wouldn't do this. I can't. I have to stop! Physical instrument. Get rid of the logic. It is the only way. We're going through the...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms.
Ah!
It appears to be locked.
Broken his shoulder, me in real life right now.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side.
It's going to cost you one more sub to break through to the other side.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there silent and brooding. Smash into the door again, wordless. Smash into the door and shout, fuck the system. Smash into the door and shout, freeze dirtbags. Smash into the door and shout, hands up now. Smash into the door and shout, fuck, it hurts. I would probably say smash into the door. I love how the only option is to smash into the door again. There is no option to like not do it. You've committed, you know. Fuck the system. Each of these give me a point of XP now as well. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Why wouldn't she want me to come in here? It's just a gym. The poster says Sitius Fortis. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. This I can interact with though.
A barbell lies on the floor.
I want a barbell so
much. The color
much.
has worn off its weight plates.
Like the amount of me that wants to convert. I have a fucking garage. I've been in it twice the whole time I've lived here. It's right at the other end of my garden. And I want to put a punch bag in there so much. And just go down there and beat the fucking shit out of it every day. Every time I watch Blade Runner and I see Anna de Armas, I want to go down to that fucking thing and beat the shit out of it. And then I would watch Blade Runner every single night with the promise to myself that every time she comes on screen, I spend 10 minutes punching the punch bag. By the end of it, I would become Ryan Gosling and drive 2011.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights.
I don't know what a kilogram
Show
is.
the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
I reckon I can
lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory.
Is this what your apartment looks like, Biz? If you get a level up, you can try putting it in perception and redoing the door. Open the door.
A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Oh, that should damage my morale. That damaged my morale in real life. Just then. A memory from another life when you were young and fit. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
One of those punching Bob rubber figures. Yeah, the ones that they stab all the time in that TV show. I used to have one of them. I didn't used to have one of them. My friend Andrew used to have one of them, and we used to beat the shit out of it. Physical instrument, legendary. Noticed collars, -1 because my head hurts. Gotta try it. Success. They went green. Ready for this? Lot it hit it hit it hit it. Lot it hit it hit it hit it.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up.
The physical
in the air.
display of strength
Your
that you
biceps
witnessed on my
tremble,
stream that
but
time.
you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Remember when you saw me curl that weight that none of you believed I could curl? And you absolutely, every single one of you was out of your fucking minds. I think it's in my intro, isn't it?
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Metal Gear, Final Fantasy, Batman, Rufus Lord, Man and Blade, the super people. There it is! There! What? Conjuring up an inhumane amount of strength. You raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is child's game. Say nothing. Revel in the... No, I'm a true champion. Healed morale. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. It's me in real life.
A warm wave of accomplishment.
People are always
washes
shocked by how
over
strong
your
I am.
head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to.
The dude in the TikTok being crashed by the £30 bar. People think I'm going to be that guy with the £30 box. I haven't. I have Gohan's mystic strength. You know? If I looked at myself on the street, I'd be like, that guy couldn't lift 15 pounds. He probably struggles pouring a spoonful of sugar into his tea.
Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good technique.
Oh, thank you, Kim. That's Biz Cotto watching me like, this guy's gonna fucking kill himself. Watch this guy kill himself, and then I go. Oh, he wants to speak to me. What's he saying? This is gonna be Biz Cotto. He's gonna show off.
What is this place?
It's the netherworld beyond the veil. No idea, Kim, but my head hurts.
We don't have to explore an abandoned gym, you know? Besides, no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason no one's been here?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one.
But what if it is?
Now let's move on, shall we?
What if it is? Sam! Dean! Samuel! Man's got a flashlight. Oh, cool. Didn't realize that that's how the flashlight works, but this does now mean the way I play the game is wrong. Oh. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. What the fuck is a demijohn? Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. And let me tell you something, you keep dressing like that, you'll be stuffed and mounted in the dark too. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs. They remind you of Blades. Blade Runner. 2049, Ryan Gosling. I am Blade Runner. A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. Oh, the other thing I have to say about Blade Runner is that I absolutely guarantee Blade Runner is the fucking coldest name for something ever. That shit is fucking hard as fuck. Blade Runner. And that's the main reason the film is good. That's the main reason that the film is at least an 8 out of 10 is because it's called Blade Runner. And it just sounds so fucking good. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Mothbitten. Is this Emma's atelier? Who's Emma? Don't tell me my ex-wife is called Emma. I'll fucking kill myself. Live on stream. I swear to God I'll do it. I swear to God I'll do it. If this game does that to me, I will lose my fucking mind with how accurate the game is. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminate. I don't think I'd be right if they did that to me in this game. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream rotor. It's too accurate. It's too frighteningly accurate. Filament memory. The game is far too accurate. It's eerie. Freaky. Oh, look at all this. What the fuck is that? Picture of Biscotto drawn on there.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework.
Blade Runner.
The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
The radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Look inside.
It's empty, like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place.
What's going
On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
Demijohn is a bulbous, narrow-necked bottle holding from 3 to 10 gallons of liquid, typically enclosed in a wicker cover. I'm gonna get Demijohn tattooed onto my dick. I'm so sorry. I have the intrusive thoughts are winning at the moment, and it's fucking annoying. I don't know why. I don't have control over them. I think it has to be something to do with the weekend I've had. Like, I just don't have access to the fucking required amount of energy to keep those thoughts from leaving my fucking mouth, and it's really annoying. Just barely got the filter.
Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound. It's probably some alien CO-like technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Elysium Repeater Station 1.
They aren't called intrusive thoughts because they're courteous. Yeah, I know. But it's the fact that they're winning. It freaks me out.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What is the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Alright, thank you. The glowing thing?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
You should ask her for a hint.
Password. I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Is it my birthday?
Still no.
This is the police. Please open this thing.
I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password?
I don't know it.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
That sounds bad. A login attempt. Something a criminal would do. Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Do you have any information about this company?
One moment.
Oh, you hear her flip through a catalogue before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
And what's that, this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
What are you, a machine, or are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Tuesday, Gray.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Indian Repeater Station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
On an island on the river Esperance, a small woman, all skin and bones, sits in a room filled with audio equipment. Thousands of tiny lights are reflected back from her prescription lenses, like stars in the dark.
Nice. Calling DD breedable the other day killed me, I know. Bless her little heart.
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
She blocked me on everything last night. Obviously. Doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
This is a streamer. Like, no, I'm not lonely. Sat in a cold fucking room surrounded by a computer. Hundreds of people talking to you and vying for your attention in a chat room, but yet you are hollow.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do.
That's all for now.
Thank you.
But
Tiles on the cube are...
the password has to be in here, right? Is it on this?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural.
The fucking Elrond.
Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there.
No.
Photos and drawing.
Hold on. Need all the logic clothing on.
Your flashlight slides up. Some of the writing
Inspect the
has
drawings.
these lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting wax-based magic.
Is this a D&D room?
Translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether
This
welkins,
is a D&D
hailing from the
before.
vast emptiness of sidereal space.
'Cause he's planning his campaign, isn't it? And this is a fucking miniature printer.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the Welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged.
Aether Welkins, that's a character name. I expect to see that in Ashes tonight. That's my house!
The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
He's talking about the devs, isn't he? Who are these creatures? Because they spent an inordinate amount of time like making this world and then putting it into like random books in the bookstore for us to not understand. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Well, this has been educational.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
It's literally Wax Stevens' room.
Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic
That's this year,
words
isn't it?
like
Or is it
sprint,
51?
daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid. the grand scheme of production and money.
Keep reading.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Is it a campaign slowly coming to an end?
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Guessing one of those is the password.
Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Dude, this hoodie has the longest drawstrings on it. Look how long they are. Look how long they are. I love it. I don't know why I love it, but I love it. They either got to be super long or you tuck them in now. What am I, fucking 36? No. The youngest 36-year-old you'll ever meet. Right?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for the players.
Unclear.
This is just
It
roll
looks
20.
like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Must be an elaborate piece of art.
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
It's a table story.
Looks like a surveillance program.
Who's the game master?
Someone very important.
That's right.
The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
It's a game then. Who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
That's what they said about Table Story in 2016. And look at us now!
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Yep. What do you say?
The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
It's got to be the woman, right? Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
No business?
Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
How are they planning on to do that?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment.
He wants to play
He's a
D&D!
little hooked.
Has anyone ever done this before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interinsulary game before. We just don't have the technology.
They were inventing Roll20.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in.
What do you think happened to the company? Imagine that, dude. You just have a fantasy setting, like Faerun or whatever, but there's a heat death about to happen. What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
They were insane if they thought they could do this. It was just a play to cheat money out of their investors' pockets. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
He says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Bro. Fuck yeah. Needed that. Magnesium. Fuck is this?
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
What is that thing?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Kim, it's a fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge.
He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the door.
Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream
A
wrappers.
friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
Reaches for one of the wrappers. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore.
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Handwritten note on the fridge. A handwritten note you found from the giant ice bear fridge. It still bears some of the marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the refrigerator door.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active. Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
What is a filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
Boss fight. Yeah, imagine if that thing just randomly came to life. That'd be wild. You heard your dad the Hoover story? That's so random. Oh my god, that's so random. Who's the illiterate ginger kid?
Really? You don't have a single guess?
Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
That's what I'm gonna do. Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Don't know. Wait. There. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged.
flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's
just
too
another
dark to
brick
see
in the wall. Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
There's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yes.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Inspect them.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye.
Oh, dude,
A
I'm gonna
bolt
go and
action
shoot
model with a
Measurehead with
fine
this if
wood
it
stock,
works.
in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but
Oh, I
still
can sell
a
it.
beautiful thing in its own way.
What does this mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Uh-huh. Broken Bell Margrave from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Oh, it's only $11. I'll still show it to the pawn guy, but we'll see whether I sell it or not. A frozen ice cream maker that's still running.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turn the ice cream crank.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Oh, his childhood dreams.
What better
I wanted
to
to be a
assuage
poet.
the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
Try to crack the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the...
Yeah.
Equip the pry bar.
I know. Figured it out by now, game. Thanks.
This orange machine is
Heroic.
fast. The ice squeaks
Wow.
beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge. You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
What do we get?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Okay. Boom. Health.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Unplug the black.
Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It'll melt. I do things without any reason.
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing.
Unplug the red one.
An electric sizzle. The room...
Leave. Intercom wires. +1 drama for this shirt. Drama. Okay. Okay. That guy. Big cane. The wall collapsed.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
We know what's in that furnace, huh? It's going to be a horse with 61021 written on the bottom of it.
Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
What is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Smear your hands with
A
coal.
lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai,
Oh.
ancient hero of Grad,
Cool.
pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Hadrut Karzai. Smear your cheeks with black coal.
3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks,
Yeah.
telling stories of your wild soul.
What are you doing?
I am the reincarnation of an ancient Ilmaran warrior.
Please wipe your face clean, officer.
Hi. Medium authority. No.
These 3 stripes give you strength in this dangerous realm. It will be foolish to remove them.
We're exploring this dark place and I need the protection of my war paint.
And this protects you.
This is traditional war paint. It will grant me safe passage, you fucking idiot.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Racist son of a bitch. Kick it.
A hollow ring
Ow.
echoes through the furnace.
Fuck.
Your toe
God.
hurts.
Ooh, did not see you down here, my friend. Money, 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 yay. Cellar window. People's feet shuffling on the street. I can almost afford the thing that's $12 that I need. Oh, it takes us here, does it? Yes. Very nice. I'm so annoying and I am so sorry. Put on that. You look cool, man. You look cool. He's looking like a cool dude. +1 reaction speed. These give me higher electrochemistry. Lots and lots of drama. Ability to hear when people lying to me. Take this out of hand, please. You look ridiculous. You know what we should have is the fucking bag. Let's go back down there with the bag. Didn't you haggle it down to 8? Oh yeah, maybe I did. I might be able to afford it. After all. Nothing? Are you serious? Oh my god. Am I not allowed to move around? Oh, Kim's in my way.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in the speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Good. Please proceed.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the
Friend.
nothing happens. Tiles on the filament slides out of.
I'm taking it back. I don't trust someone not to steal it. Wow, that's worth 50 real. The crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the sign. This filament contains you can read a radio computer, yeah. I mean, we know, but, you know. A shot put ball. The ball used for playing shot put. Hey, I can give it to the old man. You feel like you should hold on to this. To sell such a beautiful old school thing would be a sin. Yeah, they've sort of hinted that I don't want to sell any of this stuff yet, so I won't. But I tell you what, we will see. We will see. We will. See what she has to say about the fact that I kicked in that fucking door.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
Sometimes it's necessary to resort to extreme measures.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
What are you talking about?
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
But I thought the curse wasn't real.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Of course. I didn't see her, but I sensed her presence.
You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney?
I mean the chimney that's part of the central furnace? Chimneys aren't big enough. Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell. I heard voices coming from there.
Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building.
Yeah.
And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You
How
wouldn't
does
want
this
to disturb
curse
the spirits.
manifest itself?
The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
Didn't that curtain just move?
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here.
Sounds familiar.
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, it's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up.
Have you sought help from anyone?
Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough.
Cam didn't die, I was eating. Is your pendant part of the wards?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%.
What about the wards on the back door?
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman before you scans the store.
doomed commercial area. So we can go and shout or check the intercom, I assume. That's what Shazio is banging on about.
Yes?
What? You wanted to talk to me, no? Just I can make this again?
What do you want to know? No, it's not a... The deceased is a
I've already done
security
this.
guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s, what more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree.
He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular.
Is there anything else? You look like you were about to say something.
Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now, for some reason.
Got disappointing new. The person that said they were going to take over running D&D on Wednesday now said they can't. Are you surprised at this point? Your D&D groups are the absolute most brittle group of D&D. I know exactly what you mean. Feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit. That's the feeling I have right now. What is a crossword?
Ah, right. Your condition. Never mind. All I mean to say is that we have a puzzle on our hands, but not all the pieces. Yet.
Let me go over the preliminary info again.
You mean like a brief? There's no 3 days during that time. Okay then.
I have
Good.
all I need for now. I can't remember
No
anything.
response.
I feel
Have
like
you
I should
tried
repeat it.
concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
What should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It
What's
can
wrong
work
with
miracles.
personal affairs?
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth.
Yes.
Was there anything else you wanted?
I wanted to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little.
If you insist. What do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad, completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
I'm a Beano-clad. I didn't know they let Beano-clads become cops. I'm not going to call him a Beano. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
I agree.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing some. You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What's Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Second time, Gary. I could have told you that that was going to happen because it always happens to you. I'm almost tempted to just run a personal session just for you every week, just so you have something in your cold, empty life to look forward to on a Thursday morning, you know. The amount of... to be fair, though, you are in 17 different games. Gary plays 3 different games a day. And so the likelihood of one of them being cancelled goes up by 170 times. You're only making it sound interesting.
You're barking up the wrong
Uninteresting.
tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholière.
Tell me a secret.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
What can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Silently scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You ever talk with
What do you
yourself?
mean?
Is the music gone so loud? Why? Is that on purpose or an accident? It seems like a bug. You know when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh, he's one of those people that doesn't have an internal brain conversation. So how do you know?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue
It's just gotten
notebook
unbelievably
and
loud.
idly thumbs
Broken,
through
hasn't
a
it?
few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Good. Let's change this.
You seem to be following
Excuse
me. What if I want to work this case alone?
Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering.
Huh?
You misplaced your
Speak
badge.
up over the
I
bug.
cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties.
Oh, so you're an unaccountable wreck who has to be supervised. You don't have to take this display of authority. You can disobey.
What if I need some me time?
Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery.
Wrong.
You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Sounds good.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the
Logic check I'm just not cut out for yet, am I? What am I wearing? Is anything reducing logic? No, I'm at my maximum logic.
Yes?
Why did they send me?
You pick over
There we
what's
are.
left of your frontal cortex, but no compelling explanations emerge.
Okay, I think the music fixed itself, but we'll find out. If more starts playing. Maybe shifting into this different area would have jogged it as well.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
I can make that higher. Can you take me higher? Physical instrument +1.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the
97% didn't
furnace,
change it at all.
coloring it pitch black. Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
God
The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Aerith?
you've awakened the entity.
Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything?
Is that you, Clem Fandango?
Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
And how do we get up there? We have to go all the way back out. To a place where blind men see. Can you take me higher?
An old call box with
Liar.
a matrix of push buttons.
Chazio lied. How do I get up there? Hello, you wish to climb in my chimney? I can speak English. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I am actually fluent in English language. My shoulder is killing me. What the fuck is happening? In here somewhere? That? No. In here? Aha. Postcard La Delta. The sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. The postcard is prepaid. Let me just equip this real quick, in case there's stuff I can pick up. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Ah, so they were recently taken off. Oh, hello. This tray is full of dice, colourful polyhedral dice. This is the GM's room. The candy dispenser has been repurposed to contain thousands of dice. Thousands of dice? Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Dice. Hundreds of them. No. Tens. Tens of dice. Bruh. We have found the GM.
I'm Nia.
Novelty dice maker. A bird-like woman sits on a throne of tools with emerald light shining through her hair.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius.
Taps on headphones.
So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this
She is Eric.
masquerade for now. She's got a direct
Last of the
lead to the
Sectra.
backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
What do you mean by Milius?
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
This is Lux watching the stream. You must have confused me with someone else. I haven't knocked on your window.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Sure, I like role-playing games. Maybe, I'm not sure why I'm here. No, I was looking for something else. I'm not interested in buying dice right now, I'm a police officer. I like role-playing games.
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set, unless you want something really unusual. Take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
The walls around her are covered with rows of precious stones and minerals.
This person means you, or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
1 second. Let me get changed in front of her. Take that off. Get rid of that. We want the drama shirt on. Do we want logic or authority here? Probably going to need authority in a minute, aren't we? +1 reaction speed, but -1 rhetoric.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
How did you become a dice maker?
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition.
Is she supposed to look like girl with a pearl earring? She is, isn't she? What is it? This one? Right. And the difference would be the darkness behind her, which is the whole point of the fucking Vermeer light casting, isn't it?
Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there.
The First Galactic Order.
Sorry. Do you like role-playing games yourself?
Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
I'd like to order a die from you.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Do you know the Wirral untethered setting? Do you have any cursed dice? Tell me about your most extraordinary die. I'm sorry, I don't actually know what die I want. Just a normal die for me. He's very regular. I'm looking for something to help with my work. The most extraordinary.
A star
I'm
that
special.
fell from the
I'm important.
firmament? Those cost more than 7 real. Are you sure?
Yes. I'm a star myself, a superstar, and superstars don't care about money.
Yes, you definitely have the proper attitude.
Yeah.
How about a pair of 100-sided dice? Made of ivory and inlaid with lodestone, a naturally occurring magnet to complement your magnetic personality.
Dude. How sick would those dice be?
10 real, and I can get these ready in 8 hours.
Do magnetic dice even roll properly?
It's true, magnetic dice are definitely different. When rolled together, the magnetic fields of the pips interact with each other to push and pull on each other as they're rolled, just like all magnetic personalities do.
It's a deal.
Great, see you in 8 hours then.
8
Was
hours.
there anything else?
It's tomorrow. She takes a notebook from her table and writes something down, her expression pleased. What do you know about the man who was lynched behind the whirling in rags? Just fucking launching that in there, dude. 100-sided dice? You can get 100-sided dice. I know most people just use a D10 though, right? It's also definitely PB because PB cannot comprehend any other system other than a percentile system. If you even suggest a different system to PB, she starts getting fucking furious. Imagine how difficult it was trying to get her to make a character sheet for Star Wars, which doesn't even have numbers on the dice. It was like fucking pulling teeth. She's making that shit in 8 hours? Mad lad. She's got nothing else to do though, is she? Look at her. Alright, what do you know about the lynching?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity here. The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
What do you mean by daily ruckus?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard.
Do know.
During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike. But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
And you never took your eyes off work to look out the window?
I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
You often work on Sundays?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
I see. Thank you for your answers.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Where are we anyway?
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse. Does it mean she's unlawfully occupying a part of the house? Shameful.
Creative.
I've heard this place is cursed. Did you know that people call it the doomed commercial area?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
How do you explain what happened to those companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Yeah. Plaisance sent me.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
Actually, the bookstore isn't doing that well. There are hardly any customers, and she has to exploit her own daughter to keep the company going.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still
I'll shit talk her to anyone.
What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Hold on, the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project.
The whirling isn't doing well either. Its waitress just took off. Customers have trouble paying bills.
And then there is me.
Looking at a messy table, all kinds of tools lie there, from knives to carving files to wire cutters.
I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Plaisance thinks it's because you're the source of it, a malignant entity. It's because you're competent and dedicated to your craft. The curse doesn't affect people like you. The curse will get you, have no doubt about it. It just doesn't care about earthly time frames. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in this so-called curse. The curse is capitalism, she named it, which we suspected. Did we talk about it, or did I think it late one night? I have no concept of time or place anymore. I've become untethered. We're gonna compliment her.
What, so the curse only affects people with poor work ethics? What you're describing isn't a curse.
It's capitalism.
The jig is up. The she-demon knows you've uncovered her true identity. Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
I think it still might be you that's causing this. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Honestly, I'm still not sure this world is a puzzling place.
Is it now? I've always thought it's a rather mundane and boring place with no supernatural surprises in sight. Well, if you ever find a way to explain all those inconsistencies in the curse, let me know.
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Do you know what happened to other tenants? Everyone is gone.
More or less.
Do a
Are you
legendary
interested in
shivers
anyone
check
specific?
to find out why she isn't that way, but why is it shivers? What's up, Zara Brit? Yeah, weird. Sorry, I was just replying to a message then. Zerabrit sent me a really weird picture of a strange part of their body. Now, no, it wasn't anything weird like that, but it was a weird looking toe. At least I hope that's a toe. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar.
That is my
They were
new
a big
name.
hit
Changing
around
it
here.
right now.
Turns
Going
out
online
that
and
working
googling how
class
to do
men
it.
don't like
How to
genderless
legally
haircuts. They're scared
Change
of
my
that
entire
word.
name, UK. You must apply to the Royal Courts of Justice to get an enrolled deed poll using the deed poll process. It costs £42. That's it. You can enroll your own name change if you're 18 or over. The process. That is, I'm changing my name to Orlando, Androgynous Orlando today. For
You wouldn't
£42.
like it
Subscribe.
either. The others would laugh at you.
If I get 76 subscribers, I'll change my name legally to Androgynous Orlando. Terms and conditions apply. The terms and conditions, I probably won't do it. You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you. What's wrong with a bit of experimenting? The customer should have been more open-minded. I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. I guess I'm a simple man. I don't really have any opinions on hairstyles. Yeah, I'm not bothered about hairstyles, honestly. Working class men don't like genderless haircuts. I guess they don't. You're right. Every bloke looks the same. Every single dude in the UK right now has that fade into the top thing haircut, and they all got a fucking the North Face jacket TikTok with the fucking those like leggings that are like, I don't know what they are. They're like, you know the ones. I have one pair of them. And some white trainers that look like Balenciagas. And everyone looks exactly the fucking same. And it's weird. When you go outside at the moment, everyone is dressed exactly the same. It's really strange. I remember back in the day, remember being, hey, millennials and boomers, you remember just having to just guess and hope that you didn't look wrong? I didn't know what like the fashion was. I just put on clothing and went outside and hoped that it wasn't, I didn't look like a freak. But also in real life, I don't really care about hairstyles. The only preference I have on women, I don't like that. I don't like those fringes that are just like an actual fringe that is straight cut across the front of their head. Now, that's the only opinion I think I have on any haircut. It's the only type of hair I don't like. And I don't know why, but it gives me the ick. And a lot of people have it. It became a big thing a few years ago, and a lot of people still have it. And but if you were my friend or I was in a relationship with you and you wanted that haircut, I'd be like, absolutely, get that haircut. It would not do anything. I wouldn't care. You cut your hair however the fuck you want. Dress however you want. Fuck everyone else.
Me neither. I just want it off my face.
What happened to the gym?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemiteps Boxing Club. A
Artyom!
community project
Isn't that his
created to
name? What was his
steer
name?
at-risk youth
Artyom!
away from drugs and crime.
And who was Artyom?
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger,
Metro.
and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back.
Time that, by the way. Time it from the point where I went, Artyom! To the point where I said, Metro. That's the delay on my brain, recalling simple pieces of information today. Maybe that's what Kuno needs, a community-centric boxing club.
Kuno. Who's Kuno?
He's the little ginger gremlin who likes to defile dead bodies.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard.
She's wearing a t-shirt with the fucking window open. What a crazy fucking bitch.
I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
How did that community project work out? Judging from the kids I've met so far, it didn't really work. How did it work out?
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
Why Where's my phone dinging me? Oh, it's the water company, darling. Darling, the water company are darling, the water company are contacting us again. Get this. Send us a dick pic and we'll send you some water. Can you believe that? They don't even want money for it. Because we can't log in, darling. He actually says, thanks for contacting water company. We'd love your feedback on how we did. Pretty awful, to be honest with you, water company, because you haven't done anything. I couldn't pay it, by the way. I called them up after the stream and they said the site that, you know, when you, dude, is there anything more annoying than when you call a company up and you're like, hey, yeah, this thing is wrong. And they go, oh, that thing's wrong? Yes, specifically that thing. Well, here's what you can do to fix it. I don't think that's going to work. Try it because you have to try, because the person on the other end thinks you're a fucking dipshit as well, because they get people going, I don't know what is going on. And they go, have you tried turning it off and on again? And they go, oh, it works now. Yeah, well done, you fucking idiot. Dong, dude. I get it. But also when you're not a dipshit and they're treating you like a dipshit, so annoying. And I'm like, yeah, I tried that, couldn't do it. And they went, okay, try this and then call us back. And I went, sure. That was when I ended the call and started the stream yesterday. And then it went through the whole day. Called them up again. And I went, they have one phone number, by the way. That's it. And it's not a phone number where it goes, you are through to the water company. Press 1 for accounts. Press 2 for online. Press 3 for other inquiries. Press 4 to contact, it didn't even have that. It just goes through to someone immediately, like the old days. So I said that, and phone call, and it goes through, and she goes, hello, blah, 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 from the water company. How can I help? And I went, hello, yes, I spoke to somebody this morning, and they told me to call you up because I need a complete account reset because I can't log in online to be able to pay my bill. And they were threatening me with jail time. And she went, oh, you're through to the wrong now. You're supposed to be speaking to the people from the phone. Not online him and them from the phone. And I went, okay, but there's one phone number. And she went, you've called the wrong thing this time. And I was like, didn't call the wrong thing. There's one phone number. She went, I'll put you through to the right department. Okay. There's one phone number. This is the only way. I don't understand how your system works, but clearly neither do you. And then it goes, and then I'm on hold. I was on hold for fucking ages. I was starving as well. I really wanted dinner. As soon as the stream ended, I was like, wow, I'm really hungry. And then I was like, let me do this and then I'll eat food. And so I was on the fucking call. And then I'm on hold forever. Just for so long, just sitting here. And then the phone comes up, oh, it's for Dean from fucking Newcastle, man. Why I fucking why I? It's Dean from Newcastle, man. Why I went, hi, Dean from Newcastle. I called up earlier on and they told me that I need a complete account reset because this happened and this happened and this happened and this happened, and that's the whole thing that you need to know. And I've given you all the information that you need to know, haven't I? I've just given you all the information you need to know. I need a complete account reset. And then he goes, okay, I've sent a thing through to your email. And I went, nope, I know what you just did because I already did that this morning. You sent me an FAQ page. And I already did that, and I just told you that I already did that, and that this is the reason, and this is the reason, and that I need to have a complete account reset. And he went, okay, so what is your customer number? And I went, this is my customer number. And he went, yep, okay, this account was closed down 6 months ago. And I went, I know, that's the problem. The problem is that they closed down that account, and they made, but they didn't set up a new one for me, and that I need to use the same email, but I can't log in on the old email because you closed the account down, and then set up a new one with the same email, but I can't log into it because it logs into the old one. That's the whole point why I can't pay my bill, and I just want to be able to pay my bill. And they went, okay, you'll probably need a complete account reset. And I went, I know, I told you that the first time I spoke to you and told you everything that you've just gone over 3 times. And then he goes, okay, well, the only thing we can do is put your account on hold so you won't get any more like charge threats. And I put the account on hold until this date, And I went, in back of my head, I was like, hey, don't put it on hold until this date. Put it on hold forever. Because at this point, it's entirely down to you. And not me. The only reason this isn't being paid is your fault. I got the money. You can come to my house and pick it up. Drive down from Newcastle. But they went, I put the account on hold until this date, so you've got until then to pay it, but it also won't go any further and you won't get in any more trouble or whatever. And I was like, cool, great. And he went, and this could take up to 2 weeks. So I've put the ticket in, and then basically someone will contact you at some point and you'll be able to make a new account and log in and then be able to pay it. And I was like, okay, Dean from Newcastle. Bye. And they send me a message today. How did we do? Listen to me.
Right now. My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 348 Negro Allegra Lane.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's so annoying. Do you ever call up? In fact, just any time you know everything about something and you go, here's everything you need to know, skip all of the beginning part of what you're about to do. I've been through it 3 times today. I've told you everything you need to know. Just jump to the point in your script that is this part. But they go through 35 minutes of the other thing. Hey, guy, I'm gonna kill myself on the phone. And it's gonna be your fault. Makes me crazy. Absolutely makes me crazy. I work in debt advice, so the struggle with calling water companies is so real, dude. It's just annoying because it's not even that huge of a bill somehow. My water bill went down. Hey. So fucking much when she left. Shh. Insane. The amount of water she used. The amount of water that was being used. Baths, you know?
I'm gonna take another bath and fill the entire fucking thing up and leave it running all night. It gets cold after 10 minutes, so I gotta leave the water running.
Hey. Girls. Girls. Imagine how it would be. Anyway, let me carry on with the video game here before that guy sends me another fucking message. Does anybody like to talk about themselves more than this guy? I mean, come on, play the video game. He sent the greatest unban request of all time yesterday. Would you like to see it? And now his account has been suspended. I think it's hilarious. That's hilarious. That you seriously think that the majority of your viewers enjoy you talking about your mental health. The truth is that most of your viewers only show up to your stream to watch you play video games. Whenever there is an idiot in chat telling you to stop talking and start/continue playing the game, they're speaking for at least 90% of your viewers. Knows everything about my life. Never been in here before. Knows everything about the industry. Has been running a professional stream for years, clearly. That's why he does it. That's why we've all heard of him. Also, why does 100% of people come back the next day? If that's the case. Why does anyone come back? Hey, guy. Stick to whatever fucking Neanderthal basic bitch job you do. You know? On parole. Hey, go back to being on parole. And then when we looked at it this morning, Lux was like, the account has been suspended. Went on one, dude. Went on one, dude, Mergs. Dude, you know yesterday, so Biz has one theory that he's a jealous streamer. Because you get those. Streamer jealousy is insane. Who came in and was like... and then deleted that account. I think that he's just someone that went absolutely crazy all day yesterday and got banned in about 6 different chats within the course of about an hour because he's such a massive cunt. And then got removed. There's no way, Mergs. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Let's carry on playing for real.
You should have known it.
Oh yeah, if I didn't anything about a youth situation, at some point someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines. Oh, I've got to go and check that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went
Imagine it was.
bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since.
Peace Day. I remember when Mr. Miller...
The way Paz says Mr. Miller. Miller. And she says,
Miller on Peace Day. I remember Peace Day. Miller.
It's not bad. I'm really not good at doing Spanish or South American, Latin kind of accents. But that's not the worst impression of Paz you've ever heard in your life. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yes. I
Click
think
the wrong
it was-
button.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Me neither. I just wanted
What's up with the broken windows?
Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this
What
one,
could
right?
go wrong?
Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
Brad, why did you hit continue? You know when you hit continue and play the game, you're depriving your viewers from actual Brad content that we come here for every day. To hit play on these games is frankly insulting. That's the funny thing, actually, is that the irony is that for years of doing this, I have both. You get both sides. I do the beginning of the stream where it's pretty much just the first hour of the stream is just chatting, where we just chat shit and it isn't the video game. And people sit in the whole thing going, come on, dude. When are you playing the game? Come on. You said you were playing a game and it says the game on the screen, but you're not fucking playing the game. When's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? And so I play the game, and then the people that were enjoying the just chatting go, well, I'm gonna fucking leave. I like the bit where he does the talking. So like, it's just... It's impossible. It's a crazy game, and I think every streamer really struggles with like trying to keep as many people pleased as possible, and doing your best to try and like you want to make it's like insane. Like no matter what you do, you're trying to please. What are we at? 235 different people with different opinions, different things, and different shit going on in their head, and you're trying to make it good for all of those people. You know, craziness. And ultimately you have to really come to terms with the fact that you're not going to please everyone. The way I did that was I just started doing pretty much what I want to do. I give you guys quite a lot of autonomy over the channel. You have the votes. We vote on a lot of stuff. We vote for the game. And the structure is pretty much the same every day. You know, I start the stream at the same time and I do an hour of the stream and then we play the game until I'm tired and I leave. And but it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. But the idea that random viewer knows anything about like this, Venelis understands, and other streamers in here understand. It's a weird job to do. It really is really weird. I've done a lot of jobs, and most jobs, even though they might be a completely different job, like that one might be in retail and one might be like working for a different company or whatever the fuck. They're pretty similar. And this one really isn't. It's fucking weird.
Wolfman Rip would like you to say hi to them.
Ew, no. What's wrong with you? Been here all day. Got what I was saying, ruined it. Well done, Wolfman.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own.
Cool about the debris. Cool. Very cool about the debris. That's always a trick, him saying cool. It's a shame about those windows.
Yeah, don't.
Oh, I was saying how weird this job is. And really, there's a lot of elements about this job that I cannot imagine anyone would ever really understand until they've done the job for a few years. You're not that guy, pal. If you're not also a streamer of some small level of success, you know, everyone always does this as well, where they go, yeah, I'm a streamer as well, and they have an account. And I'm not talking every one of you is a streamer if you want to be, but like you kind of do it predominantly either as a part-time job or a full-time job, or at least you've got like banked fucking hours and maybe some viewership. You don't have to be the fucking best streamer ever, but once you are past a certain point with this, you really start to understand some of the weird nuances that are in this job, and most of those things actually do lie around how you want to stream, especially if you're a game streamer. Are you just the type of person who the whole thing is about the game and you're quiet and you let the game speak for itself and maybe discuss it or something like that? Or are you just kind of a casual gamer? Do you play one game? Do you play that game really well? Are you like an FPS fucking like master? Do you train people? Do you teach people? Or do you just play and you're the best? Or are you just like a variety streamer? Are you a roleplay streamer? What is it? And all of those different people have so many different perspectives, but they're all the idea that someone completely random off the street can just walk in and tell you how this works is hysterical, because I've been doing this for a long time now. What are we at? I sort of started doing this pretty regularly like 2015, 2016, and I've been doing it as a full-time job since 2019, and I still don't really even get it. It's fucking crazy that you would have any idea. This guy, you know. I wouldn't say there was anything standard about streaming as a job. It's never the same shit, different day. It's more, let's have a look and see what weird ass shit is going to whiplash me today. Yeah, it really is like that. There's obviously a lot of elements to this. If you're self-employed, I think the general understanding of, you know, making money. Self-employed has always been the same thing. You're like leapfrogging through the months, and just the pure anxiety that you're not going to have work in 5 months, you know, is just the same kind of struggle. But the specifics of this kind of job, streaming, it's so new as well. It's a new type. It's not like there is like a generation before us. We are the first generation. There aren't some boomers walking around going, well, back in my day, streaming was different. And there is a little bit of a generational gap, kind of, but like between like brand new streamers and like maybe some slightly older streamers. But I mean, really, there isn't. None of us know what we're doing, and because we're the first ones, there isn't a handbook. So the idea that any fucking viewer that isn't a streamer can come in and speak to me about the nuances of how to do my job and what audience retention is and how audience retention works, not just on Twitch but on my channel, because only every streamer knows how their channel works as well. I don't really know how other people's channels work, but I know what works on mine and what doesn't, because I've done different things. I've done the thing where I go, you know what? I'm not going to talk about myself, I'm going to play the game, and then I've watched viewer retention fucking go down. And I'm like, oh, hang on, my mental health. And then it goes back up. And I'm like, okay, they want to know about that then. We have numbers and stats and fucking graphs and shit that you can watch. And it's not that I really like do obsessively watch those things, but you can't help but be aware of it and know it over the time. It's hysterical. And like, if that guy isn't trolling, that's so the way that like... the way people, those types of people are, that think they just can look at something and understand it fully and just be so wrong. It triggers me out because of the amount of people that used to do it to me when I was an editor for a very famous person online. And they would come in and just be like, hey guy, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And I'm like, you don't even have any idea what this job is. Do you know why? Because I'm the only one who's ever done it. You don't know what this job is. You might know how to use Premiere. You might have worked for some corporate businesses. You might, I don't know what, but you've never worked for this guy. You don't know what the fuck this job entails. And you're telling me shit that you think, but has no basis in reality or proof. No evidence. Love it. It's the best thing ever on the internet. People just assuming they know you or know something about your work or whatever. and then just speaking to you with such confidence, and you're like, but everything you've said is wrong. You're speaking so confidently that I almost believe you, but everything you've said is completely disprovable. The internet, you know, everyone all the time, even outside of this conversation, like politics and shit. It's odd having people who think they know you because they listen to you every day. Oh, is it odd having people who think they know you because they see you every day? Have you ever met people IRL and they've acted like your best friend? Yeah, it happens all the time. Whenever I meet people in real life that aren't, you know, like someone from the stream, like a viewer or something like that, people walk up to me all the time, and I'll just be fucking out. Like I was walking my dog once, and this guy just walked up and went, "Hey," and I went, "Hi," and he was like, "How's it going?" And he was so casual and friendly. I was like, "Oh fuck, who is this?" And I felt like such a dick. I was like, obviously I know this guy. I've obviously met this person, spent time with them, hung out with them. Like they're acting so chill around me, but I've completely forgotten who they are. And I felt awful. I was like, fuck, who do I know this person? Is this like PJ's friend or something? I'm like, it must be someone I know from Brighton. So this has got to be someone I know maybe through PJ or Felix and Marzia or something. Or who else? I'm like, what's going on? Is this one of Jack's friends or something? I was like, who the fuck is this? And I'm standing there. I was like, so how are you? And he was like, yeah, I'm doing great, man. And he was just saying, he was like, how's Emma? And I was like, oh yeah, she's fine, man. You know, going how it is. And I was like, who is this guy? And he was like, it like literally, I can't remember exactly how I figured it out, but like somewhere towards the end of this conversation, I was like, he just fucking watches PewDiePie videos and knows everything about me because he's been in my fucking stream. And it wasn't obvious at all. And I can't remember exactly what it was that like tipped me off, but towards the end of the conversation, I was like, oh fucking hell, he's just like someone random. But he knows me because I've been streaming every night. This was like before I was streaming a lot, but it was like, what the fuck, man? And people do that shit to you, man. And it is like it's happened to me so many times. Usually I pick up on it a lot quicker, but I remember that one being particularly the worst. New shit. It was just chatting to me because, and from his perspective, he does know me really well. He hangs out with me every day. You know, he's in here for fucking 4 or 5 hours a day, chilling. We're like fucking going back and forth all the time. Dude, it was crazy. And it's happened many times where people have been like, hey, but usually people want like a picture or something like that. So they'll be like, hey, how are you? Alright. And most people don't just like start talking to you. I remember another girl did that to me while I was walking the dog as well. This girl just was walking beside me and was like, how are you doing? And I was like, who the fuck is this? But like sometimes people will be like, hey, can I take a picture? And you're like, all right, okay. Because if it was someone I actually did meet at some random party who I forgot because I was drunk or something. It's talking about me, and that's how I met Maya. So yeah, it can be really weird. People just kind of act like they're your best friend or whatever. And it can be awkward because sometimes they want to come with you. I remember I was quite near my house when it was either that guy or I remember there being one. It might have been the girl. I don't know who it was, but I walked past my house because they just were walking with me. They were like, where are you going? What are you up to? And they were like my friend. They were just coming with me, you know what I mean? Like if Maya was at my house and I was like, hey, I've got to take the dog for a walk. And then Maya's like, okay, I'll come with. And he was just walking along with me. And I was like, I don't want you to know where I live. So I just walked past my house. I was like, where are you going? You want to leave me alone? Like it's kind of, you know, he didn't seem dangerous or scary or anything, but it was still just like, you never know, maybe, I don't know. Making a career out of the art of bumblefuckery, yeah, it really is. And it wasn't his fault either. He just like he does spend time with me every day. It's wild. Our friend, yeah, it was Greg. Stop making up wild stories that you only say to internet people, so when you encounter them, they drop this fake story, be like, haha, internet person. Yeah, I know, yeah, like, I don't, I'm not really, like, aware of it, even. Because it's just, I don't know, it's so weird. What would be the ideal way for a fan of yours to say hi? Hi, you don't know me, but I watch your stream all the time. You know? And then, yeah, if you just say your Twitch, if you're like, hi, I'm Calzone1, I'd be like, dude, really? You just walk up and just start hanging out with me. Just literally just you just insert yourself into whatever I'm doing and start following me around and just try. Because people will try and do this thing. I actually find this happens a lot more when you're, weirdly enough, when you hang out with other streamers who are trying to become a full-time streamer, they will just stick to you like fucking glue. You'll be like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And they're like, yeah, I've been streaming myself. And you're like, okay, nice. That's cool, dude. And they're like, yeah, well, where are you going? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get some dinner. And they're like, cool. And they just come with you and you can't get rid of them because it's so fucking rude. And it's just stream sniping in real life is another one where you feel really awkward. And they just become your friend. And I don't know if anyone else has ever had this, other streamers or whatever, but they just literally will just insert themselves into your day and you're going around with like your actual friends who, you know, are, some of them are other streamers and shit or whatever. And maybe you've met at like an event and then you and your actual friends leave, but they come with you and they won't leave you. Or you'll do like, I had it where me and Liam used to do stuff for YouTube and people, we would be like, well, see ya, and we'd leave. And then there'd be like 3 people that are just with us and you've created an entourage, but we don't want one. And you're just, now you're like, this is so fucking awkward. I hate that shit. That's fucking scary as fuck. Not scary, like you're gonna kill me. It's just like, oh, I can't be myself, or I feel awkward, or it's just like horrendous. And they just follow you around. The worst feeling. Want a collab? Yeah. Really, really strange. And I don't know if it's necessarily like shameless, but I think they just think it's a good idea. I don't know if they're like consciously doing it. This isn't a nice way to talk about orcish. Johnny, you can wait on my porch. I'll leave a little cold bath for you. Venelis did it, yeah, I believe that. It's really weird when it happens. And sometimes the thing is, when you go to events, you know what's really weird as well? Like, we had this at the creator thing that the Goose House did, where everyone introduces themselves by their real name as well. So they'll walk up and be like, hi, I'm Harry. And you're like, okay. And they're like, Calzone1. And you're like, dude, Calzone1! Don't say your real name unless you are Brad Woto. You know what I mean? If your name is in your thing, then you get away with it. But people will, like, you'll just be hanging around with a bunch of people and you're like, I don't know what your, I need to know your fucking screen name. But people don't do that. They will always use their, like, real name. Because on the internet, you're mythomatic and you're in every single stream being like, haha, you're gay. Because it's just, you're not the same. This is why I always make those jokes about you people in the chat that are like, if I met any of you in real life, you wouldn't be acting the way you do. Matt, like Matt Shull, you know? Who did we pull up? Rocker Paul? Or was it Wolfman? It was Wolfman. We pull him up. People like fucking Matt. I don't think he's in here in a moment, but Matt Shull is in here every day being like, haha, fucking meme, stupid, shitty comment. I'm so funny and interesting. And if I met him in real life, he'd be like, hello, I'm Matthew. It's really nice. I love watching your streams. They're really very good. Would you be okay with if I took a picture of you and me at the same? Would it be? That's what people are like in real life, and then they come back into the chat room and they're like, and you're like, dude, this is why I fucking call you people out all the time, man. You people are online and you're like, Pooey Bumface 73, dude. And the moment you meet these people at an event, they're like, fucking kills me, dude. So funny, man. People aren't themselves, because when you're in a room full of like real people and real people are looking at you, it's so different than typing some fucking hit the gritty in block caps in the fucking chat room, you know? It's fucking great, dude. I feel like I'm really similar to myself on the stream as I am in real life. But dude, even I'm like, you become so much more socially aware, right? It's just so hard to be standing in front of another living, breathing human with them looking at you and be like fucking just a fucking idiot or whatever, dude. It's just real life. It's just fucking horrific. So everyone's online behind the fucking screens. So fucking funny, man. I love it. Vitruvian Seagull. Well, you're allowed because you bring gifts to people. You show up with singing, you show up with things that go like this. Anyway, it's always an interesting thing, but people do always they say, hello, my name is Matthew, and you're like, what is your name online? They're like, Pooey Bumface 74. You're like, oh, I know who Pooey Bumface 74 is. I don't know who the fuck Matthew is. Don't you dare use your real name with me in real life, scum. Muri, what's your real name? I cannot tell you that. Muri is an AI that's been just embedded in the Twitch neurocortex forever. And Zelda Quinn is gifting subs, yeah, to Vitruvian Seagull, who deserves it. Someone should always be gifting subs to Vitruvian Seagull. If I meet anyone IRL, it's emote only mode, yeah, 100%. It weird, I feel like I'm more comfortable in text form than IRL. Gary, not weird. Of all the people in here, not weird at all. Let me show you some video footage of Gary. So that we know what the fuck the deal is with Gary. This is Gary right now.
Usual. Sun comes up, so it's time to get the heat down.
Gary.
Just ready to crash out when Jeremy Kyle comes on.
There's no way.
Looked like a good one, so I set it to tape.
But this isn't him. Even with the accent, he's Scottish.
So it gets to midnight, and I wake up pure choking for a joint, pure looking forward to my Jeremy Kyle. Goes to stick it on.
Do you know what we're going to do today?
Fuck's this. Went and recorded the wrong channel. Ended up recording some mains programme. Bird was like, we're going to make a spaceship for cardboard boxes and fly to the moon.
For cardboard boxes and fly to the moon. There you go, myth. Dude, every time an American comes in here, and goes, I can do a really great Scottish accent. Hi, I'm Orcish. I can do a perfect Scottish accent. And they do it, and Orcish does one, and you go, pretty good for an American. You know? You see Mythomatic, and he's like, I've got this show lined up, and I'm going to be doing Spellwind. Check out this character I've created. He's a dwarf with a pitch-perfect Scottish accent. His name is Rolfane. Hi, I'm Rolfane. I'm a dwarf. And you go, that's pretty good, Myth, for an American. And it's because if you then play the American who knows how to do real Scottish accent, they won't be able to understand a single fucking thing that is being said.
Was like, aye, right. But then I starts getting tuned in it. Starts getting ideas.
None of them know what's being said.
And a wee voice in my head says, Dee, we're doing this. We're going to the moon.
We're going to the moon. We're going to Geolane. You know this ain't some unholy revelation. Been known since the dawn of time that humans are unhinged when they're anonymous. An entire game show was made on Hithis-Ide. the most Facebook comment I've ever read on Twitch. I don't even know what the point is that you were trying to make there. Relax, it's coffee time. Relax, it's time to write slower online. That's why I can just do Dwarvish accents now, not Scottish. No, yours is good. Orcish's is good as well. Like I think yours are pretty much about as good as mine is as an Englishman. But Scottish people, when you really listen to a Scottish person go, you're like, what the fuck did you just say, my friend? Scottish people speak like the Elven language is written in Lord of the Rings. You're like, what the fuck? You went everywhere during that sentence. What the fuck? It was like a roller coaster of linguistics. You don't know what the fuck that is. They're saying fair, pure. You don't know what the fuck is being said. Brad is quite handsome, isn't he? Oh, well, see ya. Don't know why she said that. Leaving, not going to be coming back. Was talking to us. We're talking to a Scottish girl once after saying what for the fifth time in a row she gave up and walked away. I don't think mine's too bad. If someone says to you IRL that they're subscribed, do you ever take it as this person pays to watch me online? No one's ever walked up and said, I am subscribed to your Twitch channel. Depending on who they were, though, I might take them for a drink. You know? Like, some of you people in here, I'd be like, let's just pop into this fucking pub. Depending on how fucking fucked up and awkward you look. Some of you I'd be fine with meeting and hanging out with in real life. I feel like, I'm sure a bunch of us would get on. And I'd probably give a bunch of you shit. And actually we'd get on really well. Because my channel is so fucking weird and niche. That the only reason any of you would probably watch it is one of three reasons. One, you've got nowhere else to go. Two, you're completely beyond neurodivergent to the point where you'd be anywhere and you're an alien.
I'm divergent.
Or three, you're as fucked up as I am in such a way that we correlate enough that we could be friends. All of you think that you're in group 3 and most of you are probably in group 2, by the way. I'll take option 2 for $500, Alex. Oliver, you know exactly what your group you're in. You're in the secret group 4, which is my harem of women that I will be. I can't say that online. There may be trouble ahead. And while there's moonlight and dancing and twitlongers, yeah. Alright, we're going to play the video game now. Did someone here make stuffed animals? I saw mounts lying around. Even if Oliver keeps dressing like that, there's going to be a mount lying around.
You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs.
The third twin of the mythomatic Ratch twins triplet would have been a taxidermist, wouldn't they? Think about it. 100%. If there was a third one, it would have been a taxidermist.
But what drugs exactly?
I need to know what drugs he was doing for my police report.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals.
Oh.
I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
Glue sniffing.
Eventually, they caused him to lose control of his bladder. The smell was awful.
Nice.
Even you can probably do better than that.
Yeah.
You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with old piss, stuffing a sad, stiff-legged raccoon dog. The entire scene looks tragic.
My life, if I'd carried on taking drugs, I'd probably be dead, to be honest. Funny story about that, the two of them, oh god. It's that there was a third one, right? And you ate it in the womb. I feel like maybe you've said something like that to me before. Or is it that both of you... There were two more? Fuck, so the other one would have been a taxidermist. I guess, really, taxidermy... What else do dwarves do? They forge and they brew beer, which is what Ratch and Myth do. Taxidermy just seems like exactly what the other one would have done. Oh, the fourth one would have been into minerals and rocks. Yeah, masonry. No, not tailor. You can't be a tailor with big dwarven fingers. It would have been masonry of some sort, but you would have been like Hank Schrader. They're minerals, Marie, or whatever he says. The Runecraft. I did work at a vet crematory for 10 years. Dude, that's horrific. I know they're probably just in boxes and you don't get to see the animals, but that would traumatize me way too much. I found creepy mannequins.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Okay.
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects. Dee Dee, is she in here? Dapper Dame? But insects don't have any brains or feelings. They get what they deserved. The Joker of the insects. I like insects, but I don't really like the idea of insects being like tortured necessarily, but I don't care about them that much, and I will murder a spider every time I see it. I will murder spiders and wasps. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Spiders are not earthling. Spiders arrived on a meteorite or something 2 million years ago. There's no fucking way they're from this planet. Go fuck yourself, including the things from the things that are deep undersea are weird as well. And spiders, fucked up. Get rid of them. They're not right. I'm too afraid of them. I'm too afraid of them. I have no option. I can't let it live for 2 reasons. One, I hate it when you see a spider fucking run across the floor in the front room and goes under your sofa. Now I just have to sit there the whole night like it's on me, it's on me, it's on me. It's crawling up the back of the sofa and it's on my back. It's in my hair, it's on my hands. It's all over. I have, if I don't kill it, if I don't get it in that moment, I have to live in a state of fucking pure anxiety all night that the spider is on me and I can't stand it. And if I just kill the fucking thing, yeah, I feel guilty for murdering it, but I can't live like that all night. It drives me fucking nuts. Now, you're like, Brad, you can get a piece of paper and cup and you put a cup over the top of it. Can't do it. Can't do it. One, takes too long. It's not like I'm just sat there with a piece of paper and a cup the whole night just in case a fucking spider runs in. Can't do it. And even if I did have those things, it's a fucked up thing. Too many times I've got the paper in the cup and the thing has fucking crawled out and it's almost got me and then I would have died. If the spider touches me, I die. That's the rule. That's all I know that will happen. So, spiders used to be Emma's thing, man. Spiders, if it was a spider, Emma, deal with it. And she would go and get it. She goes and fucking...
Come in and get you on a piece of paper and we put you in the glass and we take him outside and we let him live free.
So you can go outside and walk straight back in through the fucking air duct thing. But she would fucking deal with them. But she's not here, man. So you get what you fucking deserve. They get what they fucking deserve. I can't, I'm just too afraid of them, dude. I'm too fucked up by it. I don't like them, man. There are lots of other bugs I can handle. I can handle pretty much every bug. I'm not that bothered about them. Some are annoying like flies and mosquitoes and shit, but pretty much all good. Don't care. Let them fucking crawling all over me. I'm fine, man. I'll be sitting there watching TV with worms and fucking beetles and shit crawling all over me. All good. Not bothered. But a spider, the only thing I can do is kill it. It's for my mental health, or I just sit there in a state forever. I was taking a poo once. Hey. Dial it back, Brad. Well, it's the only way it makes sense. Because if I admit to people that I pee while sitting down, they'll think I'm weird. Guys that pee while sitting down. Listen, if you're a guy that pees while sitting down, I get it. It makes more sense. No splash, all of that. But hey. No. I've got to keep some of them back. I got to keep some toxic masculinity in me. I just have to. I don't know why. I just feel like I have to. It's important. It's important to keep. I don't know why yet. And I hope one day to understand it. but I have to keep some toxic masculinity in me. And if you pee sitting down, also kneel. People kneel and piss down in front of the people down on their knees and piss. Unless you're really tall, dude. If you're like 7'3", I get it. 100%. It's probably a fucking nightmare. But man, no. The spiders, they just have to die. They have to die. I must have murdered so many spiders this summer when I had to detox that fucking room outside my house that's got the boiler in it. I had to kill them all. I had no choice. It was them on me. I gotta do this for me. I gotta do it for me. So spiders, I have to kill them instantly. Emma had a spider in the upstairs toilet the entire time she lived here. It's like, I've got this spider and she lives in the toilet. Thank God it left before she did. So I didn't have to murder it because I would have felt weird about that. No, spiders got to go. And wasps can just fuck off. Wasps don't provide anything for the environment. They're not like bees. Just another day saving the bees. Wasps are just like proof that evil exists. They just manifested out of evil. You know? There's a bubble of primordial evil and it just went and it's a wasp that came out. I've never been stung by a wasp or a bee. How crazy is that? And I'm petrified of it. I'm absolutely convinced that it's the most pain I could ever experience, and I bet it's not even that bad. Like, obviously it's not going to be nice, but I bet I get stung by a wasp one day and I'm like, this is the fucking thing I was worried about. Who cares? I'm probably allergic to it. It'll probably be what kills me. I'm going to get stung in the neck. Oh, what the fuck was that? Didn't even hurt, pussy.
I'm divergent.
Abbott, thank you for the 404. 34. Abbott 404, thank you for the 34, 404. The 404, 404th company. If you're allergic, you'll know after the second sting, the first one's free. Really? Oh, it should be fine then. I avoid them like the plague. Kill them all, dude. Don't wasps kill other bad insects? What other bad insects? What is the lesser fucking... Get the fuck out of it. The wasp is not the lesser evil of any other insect. You know? That's wasp propaganda. There's a wasp out there somewhere. Type in that shit. Carl is a wasp. You know? Carl's a wasp. He's... Wasps kill other bad insects. Fuck. What? What's the other bad... What are these secret insects that are worse than a wasp? Get the fuck out of here. You know? Hey, guy, they're the worst. There's nothing that they could be killing that's worse. Fuck that, man. No, wasps, get rid of them. Wasps kill spiders. Well, spiders aren't actually going to kill me, but wasps are going to try. I truly just think wasps are evil. Wasps are like horses. We don't need them anymore. Get rid of them. The bins. The wasp bins. When you go near a bin in summertime and a fucking 3 wasps. And you're like, fucking Christ. They're everywhere. They're all over you. Hornets are worse than wasps. No one's seen a hornet. No one's actually seen a hornet in the existence of all time. Everyone wasps every summer. They're everywhere. It's fucking annoying. Hornets are like this thing that like one person once saw. And they're like, oh, well, let me tell you about a hornet. I know that there's a type of wasp that's like a super kaiju wasp out there, and it's called a hornet. It's the same thing. Fuck you. Obviously, hornets are also just as evil as wasps. They're just mutant wasps that are bigger and way scarier. Don't. If someone is talking to you about wasps and you mention a hornet, you're a dickhead. That's it. That's it. That's the end of it. That's it. You're just a dickhead. You're one of those people. I'm gonna fucking ban him. Fucking get him out. Dee Dee, this is how we got onto this conversation. Did you just show up? We got into a conversation about bugs because there is an answer here where she's talking about bug insect rights. And the answer here is you. I'm glad that someone took care of the little guys. I like insects, and I said I would probably answer this as well because I do like insects. However, I'm absolutely petrified of spiders, and I can't help it. I have to kill them because I can't stand to live in the house knowing that there's a spider with me in the house, and I wish that I still lived with someone who could get rid of the spiders, but I don't live by myself, and Merlin's too slow to get the spiders. So I have to kill them. I have to. I just have to. It's about me, and it's selfish, and I feel very bad about it. And also, I don't like wasps. Wasps can fuck off. Bye, Kyorki. Alright, she's gone now. We can talk about the real shit. That Harry Potter game. Who wants to play some Harry Potter? Shh. Shh. Who wants to play some Harry Potter later on? We're going to meet up in the basement. Huh? When? Tonight. Yeah, I think tonight I was going to be... Oh, I'm working on Star Wars stuff. Yeah. All right. Yep. Okay. Yep. Good to see you as well. See you later. Bye. Yeah, we're going to meet behind the McDonald's. There's a door. We can get down into the basement and play a little bit of Harry Potter. No one needs to know. Huh? Going where tonight? Behind McDonald's? What is that? Ew, no. What? Who's doing that? Who said that? No, they're pulling your leg. When? Tonight. Play what? No, why would I play that? Why would I play that? What are you fucking accusing me of? Don't joke about that shit. Dude. No, seriously, no, because it's too far now, isn't it? You're taking it too far, haven't you? Yeah, well, whatever, dude. Yeah, whatever. I'll see you tomorrow. Whatever, dude. So we'll probably just meet up afterwards and play. Dude, you have to. Dude, that's how you have to play Harry Potter games. You have to play Harry Potter games. Like you're committing the worst fucking crime. Jewish people in the 40s. What do we have under the floorboards? I'm not gonna do it. We're moving on. Oh fuck, she's still here, dude. I like insects.
Really? Anyway.
She's still here. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, we're just playing this. What's that, Kyorki? Just playing a little bit of Hogwarts. No! No! No, of course not. No, this is called Disco Elysium. Yeah, locally sourced, vegan video game. Yeah. Everyone on the team checked. Completely locally sourced. Yeah. But I said about playing it quietly behind the McDonald's. I said about playing Hogwarts behind the McDonald's. When? Just a minute ago. No, I didn't. No, I think we were just playing this. Yeah, we were talking about insects. Yeah, with Dapper Dame. No, she wouldn't play it either, and I wouldn't fucking play it. No, I wouldn't. No, why would I? It's disgusting. People that play that game should be fucking shot. Yeah. Oh, alright, yeah, you have a nice... Yep, you have a great day. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, enjoy the work call. See you later. Oh! Pull in a face. Who? Oh, you can see me in the reflection on the monitor. Dude, I can do it all day. I feel like I can do that all day. I don't know why. Kyorki walking out the door. asking about whether you're going to play Hogwarts Legacy and you're trying to smuggle drugs, you know? Just trying to smuggle drugs. But it's play half an hour of Hogwarts Legacy without anyone finding out. You'll be arrested. Dudes in red armbands kick the windows in. You know? Oh, fuck. For the record, I have not played Hogwarts Legacy, and I never will. Just so we're clear on the jokes here. I will never play that fucking game. Because I don't like Harry Potter.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow.
Oh.
It's hard to say why.
What's with the rotor blades and skis?
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is.
What do transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine.
These
That
transmissions
he's been thinking
say.
up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47.
You want me to play Kyorki's perspective? That I can do.
Okay, ich gehe jetzt raus.
Oh, you're heading out now? No problem, yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, wir sehen uns morgen.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Have a good business meeting. You had better not be playing Hogwarts Legacy behind the McDonald's tonight.
Du solltest heute Abend besser nicht Hogwarts Legacy hinter den McDonald's spielen.
What? Why would I be doing that? You were just quietly mumbling under your breath that you were going to meet behind the McDonald's to play that fucking game.
Du hast nur leise vor sich hin gemurmelt, dass du dich hinter den McDonald's treffen würdest, um dieses verdammte Spiel zu spielen.
I don't think. No, I don't know how you. Wait, that's crazy. I would never play that fucking game. Don't you fucking lie to me. You fucking bespeckled hen gremlin shit fuck. I will fucking rip your fucking spine through your mouth hole if you fucking play that fucking game. Do you hear me, you disgusting little freak? How dare you? How fucking dare you even joke about playing that fucking game? I don't care if it looks fun and openly supports trans people within the game itself. You are a shitty little fuckhead. You should be shot along with everyone else casually playing a video game after working all day to the fucking bone to provide their family with dinner and a roof and just want 10 minutes to casually play a game that reminds them of the last time they felt a single drop of serotonin in their youth. Fucking disgusts me.
Lügst du mich verdammt nochmal nicht an, du verdammte befleckte Henne Gremlin Shitfuck. Ich werde deine verdammte Wirbelsäule durch dein Mundloch reißen, wenn du dieses verdammte Spiel spielst. Hörst du mich, du ekelhafter kleiner Freak? Wie kannst du es wagen? Wie verdammt nochmal kannst du es wagen, darüber zu scherzen, dieses verdammte Spiel zu spielen? Es ist mir egal, ob es lustig aussieht und Transmenschen innerhalb des Spiels selbst offen unterstützt. Du bist ein beschissener kleiner Fickkopf, du solltest zusammen mit allen anderen erschossen werden. Die beiläufig ein Videospiel spielen, nachdem sie den ganzen Tag bis auf die Knochen gearbeitet haben, um ihre Familie mit Abendessen und einem Dach zu versorgen, und nur 10 Minuten wollen. Um beiläufig ein Spiel zu spielen, das sie daran erinnert das letzte Mal, als sie in ihrer Jugend einen einzigen Tropfen Serotonin gespürt haben. Du widerst mich verdammt nochmal an.
Alright, well. Yeah. See you tomorrow.
See ya tomorrow. Bis morgen.
I have no idea why those keys and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
She's crying on the call. Oh, dude. You know what I hate the most about the whole, like, for real, the whole Hogwarts Legacy thing is I fucking don't know how to feel about it. I genuinely don't know how to feel about it. It's so weird when you, like, don't know what to do. You ever just hear two sides of the internet shouting into both of your ears, and you kind of agree with both and kind of disagree with both, but also don't really have much of a dog in the fight, you know? I don't know. I don't even like Harry Potter or care about it. I don't know. So hard to fucking, you know? I just defaulted. Honestly, I defaulted. I know that the joke was on one side just then, but I default to the other side. I'm on the trans side. I'll just kill everyone. Dude, fuck it. We'll kick in the fucking studio doors. I'll go with the. I think I feel like games make a lot of money. Trans people need more attention, so I'm kind of on the side of trans people because and I'll just fucking, if they want me to kick some doors in and kill some people, I'll fucking do it if they ask nicely enough. I think I'm on their side. If I had to pick a side, you know, if that was the thing that split the world in two, and they went, "This is the war." You're in this game in the post-war world. You're in the post. You're like, what was the war about? But in this game, they go, well, this game came out. I would have been on whatever side was the side with all the trans people, because ultimately, at the end of the day, I fucking hate J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter enough that I don't really need to be morally correct. I'll just do it for the sake of I hate Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling, regardless. Even aside from the fact that clearly she's a TERF or something in that, you know, something with her is wrong. Look at all the characters she's named, and that's good enough for me, you know. But I also get that people just want to play a fucking video game, and it's rough. Hi Patrick, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Everyone owes me 5 gift subs. That's my genuine opinion on it. Not really much of an opinion, pretty wishy-washy, huh? Give me something that I care about. I found a strange machine. Give me like a... Dude, if they release like a gunslinger game, they were like, here's The Dark Tower, the video game, and it's good. Like, that Harry Potter game doesn't actually look that good either, but it looks good enough. Some of the like memes I've seen come out of it are pretty funny, and some of the accuracy stuff is quite nice, like how accurately they've depicted some of the parts in the game. And some people just want to walk around in their childhood, and it's like, okay. But if they like release like the Dark Tower game and it was good looking, but they were like, the guy that made this is evil, well then we would have a dilemma on our hands. Found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
Ah, yeah, of course she did. She probably fucking made bank off of them. They were downstairs.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Weirdo.
Wow, dude, people in the Table Story Discord screaming at the GMs for doing stuff wrong.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean liberal? How was it making that noise? There was nothing on my Go XLR.
The
Why did it
usual.
sound like?
They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
What went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
She looks at the hallway as if she can still hear them chit-chat behind her curtains on a cigarette break.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
They're making a Dark Tower show, right? Yeah, maybe. It seems like it's the same one that Ron Howard was going to make or whatever, and then it was someone else, and then there's something, and then it went back and forth, and then they kind of took half of it and then butt-fucked it into a movie that was just... I feel like, honestly, I don't think the Dark Tower is going to make a good TV show or movie or game ever. But if they were ever going to make it, now seems to be the time, because those books get really meta. Those books get really meta. And really weird. And people like... People are finally prepared enough in the normal social zeitgeist, I think, for that kind of meta storytelling weirdness. But I just don't think that it will be... I just can't imagine it'd be really made that well. There's a point where Doctor Doom shows up with a lightsaber and is trying to catch the snitch from Harry Potter, and I need you to understand that will never, ever, ever not be weird. Stephen King's in it as a character. It's just too weird, but when you're reading it in the book, it makes sense. It kind of stretches my ability to, like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, but I enjoyed it still. It's right at the edge of that. And if that's what it's doing in the book, there's just no way you can ever make it. I just can't imagine them making it. They wouldn't be able to make a correct adaptation. But the early books they could. I didn't mind Idris Elba as Roland, to be honest. The gun was pretty cool. I actually just started listening to that band as well. Biz, do you know about these? You probably do. I don't know if it's your type of music, but the band that is fuck, what are they called? Demons and Wizards? Demons and Wizards. Yeah. So Demons and Wizards is a gunslinger band. Their songs are all about the Dark Tower and the gunslinger and shit. Let's see if we can get away with listening to a bit of it. Deadlands and Wastelands. This isn't one that I know. Go and listen to them and read their lyrics. It's all about the gunslinger. It's crazy. But the whole thing is about the Dark Tower, and I've been listening to him a little bit. It's cool. I've not seen a single Stephen King movie where I liked the ending. The movies, yeah. I mean, his movies are very hit or miss, though, right? They're either absolute fucking classics that just fucking smash it out. Shining, Carrie, Green Mile, Shawshank. They're just like insanely good, or they're awful. I mean, there's one. The Mist is the best ending of any movie ever. Harambe. To be fair, The Mist has the best movie ending of any movie I've ever seen. But it's not a book. And then there's just a bunch of movies that are awful, that are just namelessly awful. And they did a TV show of Firestarter recently. I didn't even know it existed. It was apparently so bad, which kills me. Firestarter is one of my favorite fucking books ever. I want the push. Sometimes I feel like I do have the push. I've become so distracted. I've lost my I mean, I was kind of just speaking to her to waste the time.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done.
True.
They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Well, they didn't show up at work on time, so that's on them. But I do think that this is the story of small creator art.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Firestarter was horrible. The original Firestarter movie, I think there's another one, and then there's a TV show that I think came out recently. Didn't watch it. I didn't watch Castle Rock yet. I was going to watch it, but never did. I can't remember. I don't know what Into the Tall Grass is. Never saw Thinner, never saw Night Flyer. Yeah. It's just really weird. I mean, his books are so weird, though. Like, sometimes I read them and I'm like, there's no way this would ever work as a TV show. Firestarter, though, really should work. It shouldn't. That one I feel like really is not a hard adaptation. I don't know how they keep fucking it up.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult. Especially if you've been drinking.
And I don't want the world. Oh my god, let's have a look. Let's pull them up. Let's pull them up. God, it's so creepy, isn't it, sometimes? AI art is fucking crazy. When you, AI art by Zentia. I drew these over the weekend. Doesn't have his Padawan braid. You fuck up. Zentia, you fucked up. He needs a Padawan braid. Dude! Fucking Kylo Ren though, you know, looks a bit Adam Driver-ish. He's gonna go. This is what Ben Solo should have been. Really cool, man. Yeah, that's dope, man. Jace looks so fucking like he looks kind of mean. Jace is very light-hearted. You know? This should be Dax, and this should be Jace. Obviously, really cool though. Super cool, man. Messing around with AI art is really fun, isn't it? I know that there's some ethics stuff around it, but just straight up messing around with AI art is fun. What the fuck am I looking at here? What the fuck is this? Why does Tetris got the most fucking like serious looking thing? It's gonna be about like the guy that invented Tetris and the rights to the, you know, it'll be like they're trying to make the social network but Tetris. Wow, those are cool, man. I'm sure Zenti is not here right now because PB is streaming as well. But they're fucking cool looking, dude. Seems like Jason's missing something in his face. Maybe. 6 fingers. Did he have 6 fingers on his hands? Damn, I didn't check. I'll look at it. I want to try and get through this. Showing up to work on time is hard. No scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult. True. Showing up to work on time is incredibly hard. That's too bad. I would have greatly supported the project. You're right. They should have tried harder. I would have supported the project.
Not the wisest decision. You would have lost all your savings.
She tosses a pair of dice on the table. One of them stops near the edge of the metallic disc. What number is it?
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Cool.
Anything else?
There was a terrifying taxidermied bear in the cellar.
Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here.
She smiles and leans closer, hands on her knees, like a stand-up comedian ready to tell a story.
The place was owned by 2 guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Alright, what about the other ideas?
There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls. Fritta does the same thing.
Slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing. That's the girl, yeah, in the frit. And also just everyone in the UK. That's customer service in the UK. I know a girl just like that. She works in the frit. She's not particularly friendly.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, they always come in packs. I'm talking about acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the shop. At least that's what happened with Revachol ICT. And they already had the bear.
Old Rugar's 6 fingers, they call him. What about the bear?
The bear.
It didn't work out?
Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean.
How come? Because he was eaten in the womb. Okay? Because he was eaten in the womb.
He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
So we finally come to making a Tetris movie. I would click play and watch the trailer, but it's probably got a bunch of DMCA music in it, because all trailers do now, and it's impossible. All digital artist jobs will turn into erasing extra fingers and teeth for a living. Yeah. I mean, I had to do it for Ty. The image, the AI, one of the only AI images I've made ever for my Mid-Journey thing. I played with it for an evening and then it ran out. But I made a... Oh god, where is it? There it is. I had to fix his weird AI fingers, but it's still weird looking. When are we getting this tattoo, Myth? I don't have space on my arm where that is. But I'm going to get it small. I might try and get it really small underneath it somewhere.
Scary,
But cool.
cool.
Megatherian?
Megatherian, a mega wild beast.
What's a megapint?
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Oh, my friend.
Maybe this
There he is.
wise and noble beast can guide you toward those amphetamines you've been craving.
I've got a vision beast.
Do you? Well, good luck keeping it under control. Anyway, now you know the story
You
of the
do not
fallen ice cream
control the
empire.
beast. You either feed it, let it run rampant, or ignore it for as long as you can manage. Tick followed by tock, followed by tick, followed by tock. Day after day, month after month, the beast watches you from inside. It is not caged, but it is behind bars. One day that beast will consume you. But it is not this day.
Outside its light. Light scatters from the low-hanging cloud cover. There's always the threat of snow.
Ooh,
Anything else?
nice.
Another failed
The
business
threat.
perhaps?
It is a
I've
threat
been here
as
for
well,
a
man.
long time.
To be a recovered drug addict, there is always the threat of snow. You know? It's a good one. Especially when your particular vice was snow as well. I found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
I have maybe 5 years left of income before they put us in post-production too. Oh yeah, you're fucked, dude. Fuck you. Haha. AI taking your job. Haha. Loser. Idiot. Get a real skill. Should have got a real skill. Should have worked down the fucking, the old local mill. Better learn how to fucking forge some swords for the inevitable post-apocalyptic dystopian Terminator ending to our story as humanity. AI streamers incoming? No way, dude. No way. Who would want to watch a pointless, empty, nothing droid of a human, devoid of any personality or purpose, devoid of any opinion, simply existing to create and churn more nothingness into the ether? Me looking at the top 10% of Twitch. So you're telling me that the doorbell with the empty name card was yours? I was wondering what the Whirling Rags Inn is part of the same.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet.
I was wondering about the Whirling in Rags. Is it part of the same building complex?
You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Doom commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
I saw a name, East Delta Pinball.
Right. It used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
So just a regular YouTuber, exactly, yeah. You mean you looking at the camera? Imagine if I just burst into flame. A strange thing happened when I tried calling a company named Slipstream. Oh yeah,
It can't be
Slipstream.
true.
I didn't.
They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SCA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
She said she was from Tricentennial Electrics.
Tricentennial Electrics?
She recognizes the name.
It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Something eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days.
Boom.
We were just one of them.
What am I spending that on?
Terrorizing us.
Something
no
in...
solidarity.
One of these, wasn't it? I can't remember which one it was. Cynthia told me, I think. We can do it tomorrow. Actually, the Slipstream SCA mystery might be a recording.
Why would Slipstream SCA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense. I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Oh, we've got to try this
What
now.
else?
The legendary shivers check.
You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here.
Start taking off your clothes. You need to connect.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Officer!
I'm trying to lower my body temperature.
And why would you do that?
It's hot in here.
No, I don't feel hot. We're in a derelict smokestack.
The zipper's stuck.
Oh no, not the zipper.
It's part of a special technique I have.
And what technique is that?
Sometimes I get these feelings.
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical episode.
Officer, this isn't how mature adults deal with their feelings.
Now you feel something. The cold damp of shame
Strange
washing over you.
Not like that. It's like I can feel the wind or, I don't know, the air pressure, and then the air tells me to do things.
The air pressure told you to take your pants off in my studio?
Yes.
Can you please employ this special technique somewhere else? I work here and my work requires concentration.
Fine. Fuck you. You don't understand me. No one understands me. No one gets it. And it's still only 6:59.
Hello HD Piano. This is Joe with today's new lesson, all about a day, a perfect day. This is Lou Reed's Perfect Day. This is the intro and first verse. Here we go. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's such the longest day. I'm glad I spent it with you. Oh, such a perfect day. What happened? Okay, sure. The longest day. I'll be back tomorrow. Why does it sound like that? Hello? What's happening?
What is happening? Why isn't it working? Just a perfect day. Drink sangria in the park. And then later when it gets dark, we'll go home. This is the end of the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in to the video game live stream today. Please exit on the left. Perfect day. Problems all left alone. Weekenders on our own. It's such fun. Oh, just a perfect day. You made me forget myself. I thought I was someone else, someone good.